Okay, so I recently ordered some Wite-Out off of Amazon, and this is the brand that I got, and it's been a while since I've used some Wite-Out, but this was the kind I remember liking from back in the day when I was in school, so I'm just going to give it a try. I've already tried it to see how it goes, so I just want to show how it works. So this is the type that has the little spongy applicator, and this was always my favorite. I liked it better than like the ones that used to have like the nail polish brush. I like it way better. I don't really like the tape strip ones, but here I took a felt tip pen, and I've already practiced on it up here and it works really well, but here I'm just gonna show how it works. Slides across. Oh, I guess it's already dried. So you have to use it kind of quickly when you take it out of the bottle. Kind of hard to do it one-handed though. But there, if you've got two hands, you can get like a pretty clean stroke on it. And I'm definitely, like, I did a way better job up here. But let's see. So writing over it with the felt tip pen seems to be perfect. It looks, well, I guess you need to let it dry a little bit longer than that. For this one, I let it dry, I think, about 30 seconds or so to a minute. And so I guess you need to let it dry a little bit longer than that. Or maybe put like maybe a thinner layer. Let's try it again. Yeah, maybe I just put it a little bit too thick there, but I think if you do it, you're not trying to do it one-handed and you do a pretty like thin layer and just let it dry for a little bit, it should work pretty well. But it didn't seem like, it actually looks okay now in the video, but in real life, where I used a Sharpie over it, I just wanted to see what the Sharpie looked like writing over it. It's a little bit lighter, but it still works pretty well, so let me try. Oh yeah. And again, it's a little bit lighter than like with the Sharpie by itself, but it'll still definitely write. You can definitely write with a Sharpie over it. Oh, I want to see if it'll cover up the Sharpie. So let me shake it up again and see if it'll cover up where I wrote with the Sharpie up here. Yep. Covers that pretty well. So, definitely think this is a good product. This was a 2-pack. Oh, I meant to look at how much it was. I can't remember how much it was. I'll post it in the description. But definitely recommend this Wite-Out. Oh, definitely gotta let it dry for just a little bit. Okay, I realized that maybe people don't just use felt tip pens and Sharpies. That's normally what I use. I've gotten kind of obsessed with felt tip pens, but I thought I might show a regular rollerball pen and what is it, the gel. So this one was the rollerball, this one was the gel, and I already tested it and it covered them really well. So basically I think this Wite-Out will cover just about everything. And so I've written this up here and covered it just a second ago. I'd written with each of those pens, and then I wrote over it and it seemed to work pretty well, and this should have been definitely long enough to dry. So let's see, this is the rollerball pen. Yeah, goes on perfect. And then here, I mean, that was the gel pen. And here's the rollerball pen. Yeah. So if you do a decent coat and you give it long enough to dry, I think anything will write over it really well. So definitely does its job. I just thought about one more thing. Does it smudge after you write over it? And so I've got a couple things I wrote here. Should have had time to dry by now, so let's see. Okay, it does smudge. You gotta give it a little longer to dry, because I tried some stuff up here, and after it dried for a little while, it didn't smudge. Neither did the Sharpie. So key to it is make sure you let the whiteout dry and before you put the ink on it, and make sure you let the ink dry before you run your hand over it. But again, overall, I think it does its job.